Oh, is there any way that you could disable the Twitter elements for this? The Twitch backdrop. Okay. Yeah, go for it.
All right. We are getting ready for the main screen. Jack, do you want the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat as well, or do you not want the YouTube chat as well? I just want to make sure that you are okay with it.
Well, no, I'm just concerned that things will be popping up in the background of your video because generally that kind of breaks the immersion if there's going to be walking through the woods.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I will just have the Twitch chat box and the YouTube chat box as separate then on my end, because those can be separated because I have like separate different like
Well,
stuff.
I'm not actually streaming this.
Yeah.
So, I'm all I need from your end is just your video of your character.
Okay, that sounds good. Perfect. All right. So we are ready to go. If there are any like questions or concerns of like with the Twitch chat like showing up, please do feel free to let us know. I know that today is a little bit different with our stream stuff. Normally, we do like what was it? We do like a introduction, you know, introducing people, but we have a special. It's a special stream today, chat. It's very special because we're getting interviewed by the really cool Jack Jinseki, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty cool. All right.
Hello.
Yeah, it is really awesome. So, you know, special thanks to Jack Jinseki for inviting me. It's a really awesome opportunity. And, you know, I'm just really happy to be here and, you know, happy to be invited for sure. Definitely. All right.
So, are you ready then?
Once I get the spout to capture up, we are ready to go. Okay.
We good?
All right, let's start. Here we go.
Hi everybody.
Oh wait.
Oh.
There's the double audio. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where's the double audio? Okay, I got the double audio like all closed up. Okay, let's start.
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Cooky Usagida.
Woo! Yay! Let's go!
I butchered that, didn't I? Usagida?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
it was actually coming in from the other side. So yeah, let's start again. Sorry, it's like, oh my goodness, the double audio was actually coming in from the interview side. Okay, let's do it. Right, here we go.
Oh, are we restarting?
Yep.
Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Cooky Usagida.
Hello! Yahoo! All right. We had audio issues earlier on my end, so it was my apologies. But yes, feel free to introduce yourself, Jack Jinseki. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. So, Cooky, what kind of content are you known for?
Okay, so let me introduce myself for those of you guys who are on Jack Jinseki's channel. Hello, yahoo! My name is Cooky Usagida. I am from CUZN, which is a Pacifica VTuber group. I am known for tactical mecha and fighting games, but the one thing I am known for the mostest is like Hawaii-based like VTuber events and all that. So I'm known for like doing like a lot of Hawaii events, and I have done like multiple events since like 2022. But I debuted in 2020. I started as an indie VTuber, and then I joined another VTuber group in 2023. Then I was part of another VTuber group in 2024, and then I was independent for 2 years. I started High VTuber X in 2024, and then this year I'm back into being in a VTuber group again. Yep, so I'm in CUZN now, which is a Pacifica VTuber group, which is celebrating its first anniversary. Woohoo!
Really cool. So what kind of content are you known for?
My VTuber events, of course, and also tactical mecha and fighting games.
Nice. So what made you want to be a VTuber?
All right, so it's actually a long story. So back in 2020, I was very inspired by the VTuber Iron Mouse. So if you don't know Iron Mouse, she is a very popular EN VTuber. She's one of the very first EN VTubers, and she is like a very big inspiration for me because her story, like her background story, has been like so inspiring. Like whenever like I was watching her stream with Seikyu and Yanners, right? Because I also got into Seikyu and Yanners, right? Her streams were so inspiring. Like seeing like the things that she accomplished, even with her medical condition and like everything that she's going through, right? It made me so inspired because Iron Mouse, she lives with CBID. cognitive deficiency. So, you know, it made me realize, like, you know, wow, like, she is so inspirational and, like, she's doing so much cool things. So, um, my VTuber path is a little bit different. I was originally what's called a global VTuber. The first 3 years, I did a lot of global VTuber stuff, like, originally. And I was doing, like, a lot of stuff, like, globally, like, try to capture in the global VTuber market. However, unfortunately, that failed, and it failed a lot because at the time, by the time I entered in the VTuber market in 2020, it was already like pretty much like saturated, and there was already 100, if not thousands, of VTubers going globally. So I had to figure out something like, hey, you know, I had to figure out like what am I gonna do as a content creator, right? So it was two things. It was either I had to graduate as a VTuber or I had to come up with a new strategy. And I didn't want to graduate, so I ended up coming up with a new strategy. The strategy I came up with is very popular in Japan. It's called the regional VTuber. It basically means it's a VTuber that represents a specific region, like a country or state or an area. And I represent Hawaii. I basically like the VTuber representing the Hawaiian Islands. And I do these Hawaii VTuber events. Just last week I did like Off-Kai Expo, and then next weekend I'm going to H&LX Fandom in person, which is like a brand new anime convention in Honolulu. And then I have Megabot in September. So, you know, I do like a lot of IRL events across the Hawaiian Islands, across the mainland US, and, you know, in Canada too this year too. So it's pretty awesome.
Cool. Uh, how did you go about designing your character?
Good question. So I actually had like several different like designs. So I was originally a Pink Bunny main when I first became a Bunny VTuber, but I started in 2020. I had like an outfit which was basically like a schoolgirl like outfit. And at the time, you know, I didn't really know how to use like VTuber Studio but that much, so I would just basically use that avatar like for my character design. But then in 2021, I ended up changing into a pink bunny. And the reason why I got into the pink bunny is because I'm a huge fan of the character Cooky from BT21. So BT21 is a franchise which was created by BTS, and Cooky is the rabbit character in BT21, and they're known for being very strong and tough. So, you know, when I designed, you know, Cooky Usagida, I wanted to be based off of my favorite BT21 character, so that's what I did. You know, becoming a pink bunny. And then I was originally a maid, pink bunny maid, and then a pink bunny G43T doll. And then when I joined my previous VTuber group, I was using the pre-made Sakuraimon model. And after I left that group, after the group closed down and I left my second VTuber group, I ended up switching back to this model. Barbados wanted to come up with several different concepts. There was the Mecha one, which was the one that I came up with, that not the Mecha one, the one that Barbados came up with. But then we ended up going with this one, which is the main one. So in the end, we ended up going with the Pink Bunny main one, and it actually matches really well because I'm known for like coming up with so much things, right? So yeah, it actually works out pretty well.
Nice. Uh, do you have any lore?
Okay, I actually have an entire lore video on my YouTube channel, but my lore video basically talks about how I was basically sent to the VTuber timeline, which is our present timeline. Basically, I turned the carrots into man-eating carrots, and I was known for being called the Pig Menace. And you know, because of that, they sent me over here to the VTuber timeline, and somehow I ended up in this VTuber timeline where now I'm collecting cookie bits in order to go back to Althemia Magic Academy. But for some reason, I'm just like really into VTubers, and I got really into it. So you know, now I don't want to go back. What about your lore, by the way?
I'm a Doberman in the woods. that's
Oh, I
that's
see,
the
I
extent
see,
of it so far.
I see.
Yeah, no, it's very simple. I kept it very simple because as far as I'm concerned, this channel isn't about me so much. It's about getting to talk to other people. Uh,
I see, I see. Thank you so much for what you're doing for the VTuber community. We appreciate what you're doing. You know, there's a lot of negativity, in this world that has been going on. Seeing like people like, interview other VTubers and like doing all these cool things, it always makes me very happy because what I really want, is to bring some positivity to the VTuber space. Trying to build a VTuber infrastructure in Hawaii. It's not easy, especially because Hawaii is one of the most expensive places in the world. And we're trying
Yeah.
to make these opportunities possible so that people, who want to become a VTuber in Hawaii can be like, hey, I can become a VTuber in the Hawaiian Islands. I don't have to like move to like Las Vegas. I don't have to move to Salt Lake City. I don't have to like feel like I'm being priced out because of what I love to do. So, what I'm trying to do is bring these VTuber opportunities to the Hawaiian Islands. So that way, if people want to come to Hawaii and they want to be a VTuber, they can make it all happen. So that is what I am doing as, not just a VTuber, but also an event organizer as well. Is trying to change the game for the VTubing scene in Hawaii and now with CUZN, the Pacifica VTuber scene.
Very nice. So, what's your favorite moment from being a VTuber?
So my favorite moments from being a VTuber is being able to go to all of these conventions. There are so many things that I have been able to do as a VTuber. Like for example, I got to be able to go to Off Kai Expo last year at the TrueTuber booth and being able to meet all these different people. Because
Mm.
here's the thing, whenever people basically come to my live streams and they come to these conventions and they come to these events, they are very, very excited to see a Hawaii based VTuber, in their convention, in their market. And that is something that, it's really awesome, for the Hawaii VTuber scene. So, it is
Mm.
really, really awesome, when I am able to bring the conventions over to them. So that is something that is pretty cool about, what I love doing. I love, meeting new people, in the convention scenes, telling them, are you having a good time? Or how is like the project coming along? Or, how's the your VTuber career going? So, I love helping out other VTubers. But most importantly, I also love representing the 808 state, the 808 to the
Mm.
VTubing scene. I love being able to represent Hawaii. And being part of CUZN allows me to represent, not just Hawaii, but being part Kanaka Maoli too. So it's really, really awesome.
Mm. So, what do you feel makes you unique as a VTuber?
My uniqueness definitely has to come from the content that I'm doing because before, I came along with the regional VTuber stuff, there hasn't been much opportunities for the Hawaii scene. This year we created VTuber in Paradise, which is Hawaii's first VTuber fan meetup. We had like, 18 VTubers go to Kawaii Con, virtually it was on the flyers, not just the flyers too. They were also, doing the karaoke relay. There were about 10 VTubers 11 VTubers that did like an entire karaoke relay singing for KawaiiCon. And it was like hybrid. It was in person and it was online. And that was something that made me so, so happy. Seeing these
Mm.
VTubers being able to go to Hawaii because I have been told from many VTubers that they want to be able to go to Hawaii, but they don't know where to start. They don't know when to enter the Hawaii market. And seeing these VTubers tell me, thank you for giving, Hawaii a VTuber space and an opportunity is, something that makes me very, very happy. And it also makes me as a unique creator too, because there aren't a lot of VTubers that are doing regional content. There are not a lot of VTubers that are doing regional things, especially around an entire island area. So I think that what makes me different is the fact that I represent Hawaii as a Pink Bunny
Mm.
mage.
Of course. And I feel like you partially answered this already, but what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
So what I hope to accomplish through my channel, of course. So currently I am doing a YouTube partner push, which I'm currently trying to get at least 3,000 watch hours before the end of the year. But my biggest thing that I want to accomplish is also creating more opportunities for the Hawaii VTuber space. You know, I want Hawaii to be represented in the VTuber space, and I want Hawaii to have VTuber opportunities too. Not just, you know, like the mainland US or the UK or Canada. I want Hawaii to be represented as well because at the end of the day, there are VTuber fans in Hawaii. There are, you know, VTubers, you know, fans who want to come to the Hawaiian Islands and want to learn more about our VTuber culture. You know, Hawaii is known, you know, for their media. For example, we had Jurassic Park that was filmed at the Kalua Ranch in Hawaii as well. So, you know, we want Hawaii to be what I want for Hawaii and for my channel is an example of Hawaii being known for its VTuber space. You know, not just for tourism, not just for the military, but you know, it's world class entertainment. It's VTubers that basically represent Hawaii's culture in a way that represents us as people in an authentic way. You know?
Hmm. Yep. Uh, so I know that you've more or less said, but who is your favorite streamer, and what might you talk about if you met them?
Oh my goodness. My favorite VTuber of all time is Auri.
Hmm.
Honestly, she has been such a huge inspiration. Seeing everything that she accomplished, you know, especially after what happened with Vishojo, and you know, picking up the pieces and gaining all these opportunities. Like recently, she got to be in Fortnite, and you know, it's so
Hmm.
awesome being able to see like what she's accomplished too. I also really have been inspired lately by Hoshibachi Tsukiice, you know, from Hololive, because she was
Hmm.
originally an indie VTuber, and you know, seeing how much she had to work to get to where she's at, you know, made me really happy. And of course, there's another VTuber that also has big, you know, inspired me to be able to do these Hawaii-based VTuber events. But it's VTubers like Koi Ojo, Amelia Watson, Selatoski, Doki Bird. You know, they're doing a
Hmm.
lot for the EN VTuber scene, and you know, seeing like them being able to do all these things, you know, we gotta find ways to do stuff like this. And I want to do the things that they're doing in CUZN as well, not just in CUZN, but you know, in the Hawaii space. Like, you know, I want to be able to like do like conventions with CUZN. I want to be able to like, you know, maybe for example, we could do like collaborations. Maybe we could do like, you know, panels and all that. You know, 3D concerts. You know, like chibi models and all that. You know, there are
Hmm.
some members of CUZN, you know, that do sing, you know, so I want to be able to bring these opportunities to CUZN, you know, so they can shine on the stage too, you know. As a member of CUZN, you know, as a talent, I want CUZN to get more recognition because CUZN, I will say, is a very good VTuber group, and they do a lot for us to allow us to represent ourselves as Pacifica. So I want to give CUZN the recognition that it deserves on the global stage. So I'm doing that too. You know, Auri
Hmm.
Wachukefe created a very great VTuber group for Pacific Islanders. And as someone who is, you know, a mixed Pacific Islander, you know, my mom is Latina, my dad is, you know, Eurasian and Pacifica, Polynesian, you know, part Native Hawaiian. You know, I want to be able to bring those opportunities to CUZN as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, what might you see a VTuber doing that would instantly make you want to watch them?
So, what a VTuber that would make me instantly want to watch them is, of course, you know, not just like their entertainment factor, but also like how they treat, like, you know, their fans and, you know, the VTuber community in general. Like, for example, right? Even though like Iron Mouse has gained a lot of recognition, she does so much things for the artists. She supports a lot of artists, and you know she has so many different VTuber models, and she commissions all these artists. And you know it's really awesome seeing Iron Mouse support all these artists. We also have Zentreya, you know, from you know SBA, Sox VTuber Agency, who's also supporting a lot of the smaller VTubers, and of course Kuneji Ali from Hololive. She also supports a lot of VTubers in the small VTuber scene. And even though Courageous Ollie is one of the biggest VTuber agency in the world, whole life, she is still supporting the smaller VTuber scene. You know, so seeing a VTuber who is supporting other VTubers is something that makes me want to watch them.
Hmm. So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Good question. I actually have three different advices. You guys mind if I give them all out?
Go for it.
Okay, so first of all, if you're gonna be a VTuber, right? When you're going into the VTuber space, you gotta create a portfolio. because this is something that I always recommend to everyone when they are coming into the VTuber space. But a portfolio is absolutely important because if you're gonna go for sponsorships, if you're gonna apply to VTuber groups, if you're going to go for anything later down the line, like sponsorships, convention opportunities, they want to see what you're doing. So always, always, always create a portfolio. If you have milestones that you achieved, like for example, awards that you won, like on Twitch, YouTube, or Irium, put that in your portfolio. If you have pictures of you at the convention stuff, you want to put that in your portfolio because a portfolio is exactly, what a person is and what a person is doing. So a portfolio is very important. And not only that, too, a portfolio is also a representation of who you are. It also represents exactly who the VTuber community wants to see you as. So, for example, if you have a portfolio, that's saying like, they have this portfolio that's, maybe not so good. Maybe their portfolio is about like, treating people in a not so good way, that is going to make things very tough if the portfolio isn't good. So when I say portfolio, it's all about the way that, they represent the VTuber community in general, but also, their community as well. Cause when you're representing, yourself in the space, you're also representing the VTuber community. So I say like a portfolio is the biggest, most important thing when it comes to anything. Build a portfolio. That is going to help you a lot with getting these opportunities. You know, and of course, your portfolio is all about, making sure you treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the one big, most important thing about a portfolio. It's representing who you are. And then the second most important thing, of course, I'm going to say this, is a letter recommendation. This is probably not talked about a lot in the VTuber space, but the reason why I recommend letters of recommendation is because if you're going for some sponsorship opportunities later down the line, you want to make sure that you have people who that can support you and that can recommend you to all of these opportunities and companies and all of these things. So you want to make sure that you have at least 2 letters of recommendation that during your time as a VTuber, build up your networking connections, because that can really help you a lot. And like I said, if I know networking can be very, very hard, which is why I started High VTuber Expo. High VTuber Expo is there, to help people build their networking portfolios, not just in Hawaii, but in the Pacific Ocean too. And even if you're not from Hawaii, if you have no ties to the Hawaiian Islands, High VTuber Expo is there to help you out, to build these portfolios and to say, hey, I appeared at KawaiiCon 2026. I was at Pop Culture Expo. I was at H&L Expandum, and that is something that VTubers can put in their letters of recommendations. Later down the line, if they are saying, I want to apply for this particular sponsorship or this particular opportunity. So I recommend during the time as a VTuber to build at least 2 networking connections. So later down the line, not just because it's about treating people right as a VTuber, as an entertainer, but also, so that way you're like, hey, when I'm applying for these opportunities, I know who to talk to. I have the networking connections and I've built very good relationships with, at least 2 people. So that way, they can vouch for me when it comes to letters of recommendations for these opportunities.
Nice. Uh, what was the first anime that you feel really connected with you?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um, right now, the anime that has been feeling a networking connection with me is Star Detective Precure. This season of Precure has been like very, very good, with all like the facts versus lies, for example. It's also been, the character development, especially the villains too, feeling like real people. But if it comes to an anime series that really got me into the anime verse, it's Italia. The world history and all that. The characters, all having their own personalities and quirks. That makes them really unique in the space of Italia. But the first anime I ever got into It was on Kids WB back in the day. And I remember the deep dub of it. It was Sailor Moon. You
Yep.
know, Sailor Moon is you know, very much of a girl power anime. You know, she's basically a girl that feels, you know, very realistic. You know, she's a bit on the clumsy side, but at the same time she fights for justice and she fights for, you know, for heroes. So she's considered a heroine at the same time, but she feels like a real person.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Uh, at an idol concert, would you be in the back row or the front?
Good question. Good question. I want to learn how to be presentable in the front row. I think for right now, though, where my singing skills and my skills are currently at right now, I would say I'm probably at the back row, but I want to work towards getting into the front row.
Mm.
So that's that's what I like to say when it comes to, like, being in the back row, like an idol concert. I want to be at the front row, but I have to work to get to the front row. So I gotta
You,
build
you,
it brick by brick.
you need to work your way. You need to work your way from the back through the middle and all the way up, like at a time. So like if one is the front row and 10 is the back row, you need to get to five first.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like to say I would be like in the middle row right now in the back
Mm.
and then work my way towards the front. I feel like once I get like the enough goals to be able to accomplish and maybe like being able to like accomplish anything that I ever want to do. And you know, once I be able to build like a portfolio that I can be proud of, then I can say, okay, I belong in the front row. But for right now, I'm still like a bit on the smaller side for the idol scale. So I say I be fine in the back.
Nice. Uh, who is an anime character you wish was real?
Oh my goodness. Right now, the anime character that I kind of wish it was real. Um, I would say America or from Italia or like Yuri Koski from Yuri on Ice. Yuri
Mm.
Koski, Yuri Koski is very much of someone that works very hard to get to where he's at, you know. I know Yuri on
Mm.
Ice is a BL anime, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, you know, the storyline of Yuri on Ice, where Yuri Koski is working towards getting into the Grand Prix with Victor Nikiforov, is so cool. And I would love for a person like Yuri Koski to be real, you know, because he's just such an inspiration. He works very hard to get to where he's at, you know, in the Grand Prix and become a better ice skater. And he's always so inspired by Victor Nikiforov. So I would say that Yuri Koski is like a person I would want to be like a real person. America, of course, because of his quirks. He's a very quirky guy. He's like elbow, I'm the hero, and hamburgers and all that. So I think that he would be a pretty cool person. That would be
Well,
real.
I have excellent news. If America is represented as the stereotype of America, there's probably about a billion of them here. Uh, I'm sure if you go down to Texas or something, at the very least.
Ah, I see.
Uh, but anyway, um, would you rather go to an enormous convention or a smaller one?
Oh my goodness, that's a hard one because over here in where I'm at, there's only like mainly like this one enormous convention,
Mm.
which is Kawaii-Con. And that's like
Mhm.
the state's largest like anime convention.
Mm.
But I would love to be able to like go to like all different sorts of conventions. Like I don't mind like going to like smaller ones or enormous ones. For me personally, as long as I'm able to bring the Hawaii VTuber market to the world, and as long as I'm able to connect with maybe like a lot like people, even if it's one or two, I don't really mind the size of a convention on my end. But if it was like
Mm.
an enormous convention, you know, I will have to probably put on like the headset, you know, in person. But you know, I'm doing the best I can to like overcome, you know, the enormous like convention stuff.
Of
Yeah,
course.
in person that means.
So, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Oh my goodness. My game that I had the most fun playing on stream. Anything that's a mecha game. I have had
Mm.
so much fun playing Gundam Next Plus. It's been so fun. But the one game that I remember I would play is like any kind of collaboration games. Like for example, let's say Content Warning or Lethal Company. Those are always fun. Or Repo. Repo is always fun. Repo is
Hmm.
always fun. But if it's like individual games, right? I love like tactical mecha and fighting games. So anything that's like, for example, Gundam Next Plus, or like all, or what is it? Or there was Multiverses, which was fun, and then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, of course. It's really fun.
So you like the Gundam games? I'm curious. Do you like to build a Gunpla at all?
I have a gunpla. I actually have a couple gunpla actually that I built. There's actually like a little gunpla coon right next to my desk setup. So right next to my stream deck, I have a little gunpla, and I also have like a Gundam like a blind box that I also have too. So I have a gunpla like right on my desk.
Nice. I haven't built one in a while, but I there was a period where I built a few of them, and it was a lot of fun. Uh,
Yeah, building gunpla is always fun. It's just the time is like a lot.
yeah. What's a song that you would crank up if you were driving?
Oh my goodness. Okay. If I was driving, I would probably crank up right now. There's a song that has been in my head that Auri recommended, but it's Siba Samoa 2K24. That song has been like in my head like quite a lot. So it's been in my head for quite a lot.
So what kind of song is it?
Siba Samoa 2K24, because Ari recommended that song, and it's a very very good song. The meaning of it also represents it too.
Hmm. Well, I mean, what genre is it?
Mm, when it comes to genre, I haven't really figured out the genre for Siba Samoa yet.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Uh, what's a new experience that you've had recently?
a new experience. So when it comes to the new experiences, it's being able to do like one of those streams. Because for my 6th anniversary, I did a one of those stream where I for 6 years I celebrated, you know, using Wanado, and I would do this 3D stream where I was streaming it entirely in Wanado, and it was a super awesome experience. And I want to be able to do like more Wanado streams. You know, I want to be able to like do like more 3D stuff. So that's like the newest experience
Hmm.
that I could say definitely have had. Also, you know, being able to like go to H&L Expoundum this weekend, because H&L Expoundum is a brand new convention. That's like something that, you know, I really want to be able like to say it's a new experience, because H&L Expoundum, it's a pretty brand new anime convention. So I would say that's like a really brand new experience I've had. And being able to go to like Anime
Hmm.
Detour too, because I've never been to like much like
Nice.
anime conventions like outside like the West Coast. So you know,
Hmm.
like going to SakuraCon, there was so much new conventions I went to this year. I would say.
I, I've never been to a West Coast convention. I've only been to East Coast conventions. So that's been pretty fun though. I enjoy those. Uh,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
what's the strongest reaction you've ever had to a movie?
Oh my goodness. I haven't really watched much movies since like Lilo and Stitch, but
Hmm.
the strongest reaction I ever had was we were watching like a horror movie, and it was like there was like this scene where it was like coming up to me, and I was like so scared. I was like, ah! I was so scared. I did not expect it to like happen. So I was like so scared. All the popcorn would like be flying out and everything.
Hmm. Nice. Uh, what's something crazy that you might do someday?
Okay, this is pretty easy for me, but a 3D concert in Hawaii, a VTuber 3D concert in Hawaii.
Hmm.
That's literally like the craziest thing I want to be able to do. Cause from like what I noticed, right, there isn't like much like Hawaii based VTuber events, but like either like a boba collaboration or like or like a 3D concert in Hawaii, like a VTuber concert, a VTuber 3D
Mm.
concert, and of course, working towards the Hawaiian Telecom partnership, which I'm currently like a Hawaiian Telecom influencer referral program. So
Yeah.
maybe partnering with like a Hawaii-based business, And I'm actually
Okay.
working towards the Hawaiian Telecom partnership. I'm currently in the influencer referral program, but I'm working towards a partnership. So that's something that
Okay.
I would say is pretty historic.
Nice. Uh, what's a project that you've made that you're proud of?
My goodness, my biggest projects that I'm proud of is anything related to convention related events. VB to
Mm.
Paradise, for example. I was so proud of VB to Paradise. Like VTubers 101, the panel in 2024, there were people that came, and I was so shocked. I was so shocked with like everything else. That was basically what it was for the convention stuff. So that was something that I was talking about. Being
Mm.
able to do these conventions. That is something
Mm.
that is really awesome. On my
Mm.
end.
So, what's something that you've enjoyed in your life that you didn't expect to enjoy?
Something I didn't really expect to enjoy. That was basically, like the Gundam stuff, being able to like go
Mm.
to all these continents and everything. So, that was something that I feel like very happy that I got to do. Um, you know, so
I I didn't expect to enjoy Gundam either. I haven't watched the show, but last year when I went to there was this big convention and they were giving out like this really small Gunpla kit for people to assemble, and I'd never assembled one before, and I gave it a try and it was a lot of fun, and that's how I got into it. And so it was kind of interesting that I did not foresee myself doing this sort of thing at all. So I thought that was kind of funny.
yeah, it was really
Uh,
awesome. What's your favorite Gundam anime? Like any kind of Gundam anime you've been like into
bel
lately?
Believe it or not, I've never actually watched Gundam anime.
Oh,
I've
I see. I see.
I've only ever built the kits, but I enjoy building the kits because it's kind of like I'm very my mind is very oriented to that sort of thing, the little tiny detail oriented stuff. Uh,
Yeah, I see. I see.
hmm. So, what's your guilty pleasure movie?
My guilty pleasure. Oh my goodness, I love seafood and Don Quixote.
Mm.
I love Don Quixote. Going to Don Quixote, especially like their poke and the Bakari sweat, it's my biggest guilty pleasure. Like going to Don Quixote, grabbing seafood. It's been like my biggest guilty pleasure.
Well, what's your guilty pleasure movie though? Do you have any of those?
When it comes to a movie, I say right now, I haven't really like watched too much movies on my end. But if I could say like an all-time favorite movie that I really like enjoy like watching, it was K-pop Demon Hunters.
Mm.
I love that movie. It was so good. It's just not good. I know it's a movie made for families, but it's so good. K-pop Demon Hunters is literally one of the best movies that I can
Well,
say. It's so good. It's so good. The music, the character development, especially like with the Saja boys versus the Huntrix. It's so good.
I mean, hey, a good family movie should be can certainly be enjoyed by everyone, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Uh, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
Um. Basically, if it was like a unprompted setting, I would usually get pretty scared if I was like to talk like unprompted. I'd be like
Mm.
so scared because I don't know what to say. But if it's like a friend, I would be like, okay, like I would be able to understand. Yeah.
Mm. Uh, what's your earliest memory?
My earliest memory. Um, my goodness. My earliest memory. Um, when it came down to my biggest memory is like, you know, going to like 7-Eleven and like being able to like go to these convenience store places. I know, thank you so much by the way, Stargazer. But I know it sounds like interesting, right? But in Hawaii, 7-Eleven is considered a childhood staple. Like going to a convenience store is a childhood staple here in the Hawaiian Islands. So for example, right? Um, you would be able to literally get a meal for under less the price of a movie ticket. Like getting a soul and salad, going to like getting a spa musubi. Like you could have $5 in your pocket and come out with a meal.
Hmm. So sorry. What's your earliest memory?
Going to 7-Eleven and like being like growing up and like being able to like grab like soul and salad and all that.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I grew up going to like 7-Eleven, the Okazuya places. Okaze places, actually. The Okaze places sadly closed down in Hawaii. And there's not that much like Okazuya places. But I love going to Okazuya places growing up in Hawaii. There's just not that much anymore.
Nice. Uh, if you could talk to any animal, which would it be?
If I could talk to any animal, I would be able to, I want to talk to a dog. Just because I want to be able to
Hmm.
understand what they're saying. Dogs are just like really cool animals, and I want to be able to do that. Or either that or another rabbit, because I'm a rabbit.
Well, I was gonna say, technically speaking, you are talking to a dog right now.
I'm talking to a dog.
I do have disappointing news for you though. We're mostly just thinking about food.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, so what's your favorite? Speaking of food, what's your favorite thing you ever cooked yourself?
Oh my goodness. I actually got into cooking like the tikao cuz Amo Takahashi, my friend Taka, right? He recommended me to cook tikao one time, and so he was gave me the recipe. And when I decided to try cook tikao myself and I tried it, it was so good. Like I really loved it. Like the carameled pork and eggs. I was so proud
Mm,
of it being cooked. I was so proud. So that was like the
nice.
favorite thing I would cook. But the one thing overall I'd say that I love cooking is poke. I love seafood so much. Like going to Don
Mm,
Quixote, grabbing the fish, and everything, making ahi poke bowls. It's so quick, so simple, but it's so delicious at the same time.
nice. Uh, and on the other side, what's the worst thing you've ever cooked yourself?
The worst thing I ever cooked myself. Okay. Back then, I tried to cook pork for the first time, and I had to basically cook the pork a little more because it was like to the point where it was like not safe to eat. So I had to like cook the pork because at the time I didn't know how to like cook the pork like at a
Mm,
specific temperature. So that was like the one thing I would cook. And then back then too, when I was trying to cut like the vegetables, I remember one
mm-hmm.
time I was like literally I had a cut, so I had to like go to the health office, the nurse's office, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, no!" So that's why.
Oh boy. So, what's a food you strongly associate with your childhood?
Sabal, cause growing up in Hawaii, Papa Sagida would cook a lot of sabal, cause my Papa Sagida is Filipino, Hawaiian, Japanese, and Irish. He would cook like
Hmm.
a lot of sabal, like sometimes, and that's like a meal that I would associate with my childhood. It's a Filipino soup dish that's
Mm-hmm.
very popular in Hawaii. But if I would say, like, my childhood dish is all about sabal. It's so
Mm,
delicious. It's so good. It just reminds me of childhood. Also, like squid adobo.
nice. Uh, what's in it out of curiosity?
So sabal, the one that my Papa Sagita used to cook, it was the pork sabal. It was
Okay.
so good. Like the pork sabal, it's really, really, really good. I could give you like a full on recipe later, but I know it had like pork and it was like so hearty, meaty, delicious, and it went well with the rice. so
Hmm.
good.
Nice. Uh, okay, you find $50 in the street and there's nobody around to claim it. What do you buy with it?
What I would buy with $50, I probably would go to Don Quixote and like grab like some food. Either that or
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably like get some like new streaming equipment. Or I'd get
Hmm.
like boba and like grab like some treats. But for the most part, if I were to basically have $50, I'd probably go to Don Quixote right now for a grocery run.
Nice.
Or Costco or Sam's Club because yes, food.
uh, okay. Uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
If I could wake up with one talent tomorrow, man, I want to be able to wake up and like be able to like teleport to so many different places, like and experience them in person. You know, like be able to like, for example, I could teleport from one area to another. Teleportation would be so cool. I want to be able to teleport to places.
I would be terrified of teleportation because then I would like accidentally get stuck in a wall and then I would probably die.
I
That's just
see.
that's just how I operate. I know that's what would happen to me. Uh,
Yeah.
so uh, which decade's aesthetic vibes with you the most?
Okay. So my aesthetic that I have pretty much been associated with. I noticed that lately my aesthetic and like everything that I have when it comes to my streaming setup, it's been mostly like the 2010s. Cause like I grew up
Hmm.
as like a like in as a preteen slash teenager in like the 2010s. So
Okay.
like for example, like the streaming setup I have, which is like the pink, like the full on pink streaming setup, that was mostly very popularized in like the late 2010s. And my
Hmm.
my GPU that I'm currently using is actually from 2019.
Hmm.
And then the phone that I use for my VTube studio tracking also like 2018. So
Hmm.
yeah, I've noticed that 2010s has been like the decade that I've been using for a lot of the technology products. And
Hmm.
they somehow still work. Like my 6050 still works. My the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus that I use for VTube Studio tracking, it still works. So yeah, that's what it has been for me.
Hmm. And do you collect anything?
Yes, I do. So here's the one thing I love collecting. I love collecting like trinkets, like keychains, buttons, because I just love Ita bags. I actually have two. I have a Gundam Ita bag and I have a Hello Kitty Ita bag. But there's also like the Shopkins Shoppies. I've been into Shopkins Shoppies like as a teenager. Like I got into the Shopkins Shoppies, and that's like something I've also been collecting. I do want to collect more Lika-chan dolls. But the Lika-chan doll that I currently have is like the one I got from Makari. But I would like to collect more Lika-chan dolls or like more Shopkins Shoppies dolls. I love them so much. They're so cute. Ah, so cute, so cute. But the number one most thing I love collecting more often is keychains, buttons, plushies. I love collecting like anything related to cute stuff. Oh, and I also love like Hello Kitty too. Favorite Sandro
Hmm.
character.
Nice. Hello Kitty, believe it or not, gets brought up a lot on this program. Uh,
That's good. That's
uh,
good. Sanrio has some cute stuff. I like Sanrio. Sanrio has some
Hello
cute things.
Hello Kitty, it started popular and then it just stayed popular consistently, and we'll probably be hearing about Hello Kitty at the heat death of the universe.
Yes, exactly.
uh, okay, and my final question for the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
What smell reminds me of home? Oh my goodness. Any kind of like Hawaiian food. For example, the one thing that reminds me so much of Hawaii is like Hawaiian sun. The smell of like Kahlua pig and cabbage. Libby's Biana
Hmm.
sausages. You know,
Hmm.
for example, chow fun. The smell of chow fun at Panda Express. That's the one
Hmm.
thing. Plumeria smells. That all reminds me of Hawaii. You know? Anything
Nice.
that reminds me of Hawaii, like the Hawaiian food, like let's say like a Kahlua pig, poi, lao lao. Any of that reminds me of Hawaii.
Hmm. That's pretty cool. So that's all I have for this interview. Thank you very much for agreeing to do it with me. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
No, thank you
And
so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for supporting CUZN as well. It really really means a lot. Thank you, thank you.
oh, absolutely. And I know that I know that your audience can hear me anyway, but I have to do the outro for my video. If you want to follow Cooky at any of the various socials, they will be in the description in the video in the they will be in the description of this video. Be sure to follow Cooky everywhere. And with that, I was your host, JinksClip, and joining me today was Cooky. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Thank you so much, Jack Seki. And make sure you guys also check out Jack Seki as well on all the socials, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all that. Thank you again for inviting me, and thank you for considering me too. I appreciate you so, so much. I'm super happy that I got to be here.
Absolutely. I'll probably head out now, but I will be in contact with you about the interview. Okay.
Definitely, for sure, for sure. Thank you again. You have yourself a wonderful day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Right. We are heading on out. So hold on. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna switch over to just chatting. Are we able to like read all the just chatting messages chat? So hold on, hold on. Hold on, chat. I am switching over. Okay, okay. Hold on, we're switching over to just chatting now. Now, thank you so much, by the way, guys. Sorry, we have just switched over to what is that? We just switched over to just chatting, but I do want to chat with y'all for a little bit before we end the stream for today. Whoop. Okay, we good, we good. Hold on. What's the spout 2 capture looking like? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Spout 2 capture is not looking that here. And then yeah, W interview. Thank you, Geeky. Thank you. I actually had several people that also said hello to the Irium stuff. Unfortunately, though, there was a person in the Irium chat that was in violation of the rules, so I did have to report them to the Irium staff. Yeah, so just as a reminder, we want to make sure that we're all being polite and we're all being kind and respectful. So just as a reminder, yeah. So, right, let's go over to our chatting stream. Right, I have my background. Okay. How did you guys like the interview? Thank you, Jackie Seki, for inviting me. I appreciate you all so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You guys have watched the video on YouTube? It'll be on YouTube later. Yeah, it will be. But how did you guys like it? Also, let me say hello. Really quick and catch up. So we had Uta, thank you for the follow. Sebastian, thank you for the follow. Evie Misty, thank you for the follow. Hello Kitty, thank you for the follow. And Julie Dress, welcome in. So, and thank you, Ralaman, for coming. Unfortunately, though, I had to report you to the Irium staff because the comment that you did say was in violation of Irium's terms of service. So I did have to, unfortunately, report that. Yeah, please do not be telling people, get out and all that to like streamers. It is very, very rude, So just as a reminder, please do not be telling like, that kind of stuff, on as an Irium comment. So just as a reminder, please remember to be kind, remember to be respectful. Very important. So yeah. So we're not going to be chatting just for a little bit. I do want to chat with all of y'all. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. But how are you guys all doing? Yeah. How you guys all doing? Yeah. How are you guys? I see that we also have also joining again. So let me thank the followers as well on the Irium side. So EBBC, thank you for the follow. Yoshiko, thank you so much for the follow. Ailey Cat, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Academy, thank you for the follow. Gojo, thank you for the follow. Lemmy, thank you for the follow. Little Miss Rocket, thank you for the follow. Cheeseburger, thank you for the follow. Ayano Icy, thank you for the follow. Beacon, thank you for the follow. Warrior Trade, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, I'm getting ready for Showtime here, see? Oh yeah, CUZN is celebrating its first anniversary this year. Yes. It's celebrating its first year anniversary. So, yeah. So that's what it is. That's what it is. So yeah. Hope you enjoy your time at church. You know, stay safe out there. And is there anything about like CUZN that you're looking forward to for the month? CUZN is celebrating its first year anniversary on August 8th, I think? Yeah, August 8th. That's at 5:30 p.m. Hawaii time. But unfortunately, I will not be able to be there 100% at CUZN's 5th anniversary. Not first anniversary, first anniversary. Because I will be at HNL Expandum, yes. So, but I will be hopefully stopping by, to, wish them, happy anniversary and, send them like a special message video because CUZN has been doing so much for me. They have been supporting me and they've been supporting all of us and I'm really grateful to be a part of the group. So yeah, you're going to another convention next weekend? Yep, I'm going to another convention next weekend. So I'm still continuing on. I would say actually last day would call it a tour. So like I have been like touring around these conventions this year between like Hawaii, the mainland US, and everything. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. But yeah. Thank you so much, Geeky. And honestly, I'm really happy, I was able to go to Offkai. How was Offkai Expo? Offkai Expo was awesome. I was able to virtually go to Offkai. It's been like a really busy weekend. So I was so busy. I was so busy. It's been so busy, chat. It's been like incredibly busy. Hi, Foxwave. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? I hope you're doing awesome. We're just chatting for a little bit. I'm going to redirect you guys to Abba Takahashi soonish. I want to go read Taka because he's currently streaming. But, thank you for the rabbit. Thank you for the rabbit. Green 1914. I appreciate you so much. Guys, thank you so much, 1914. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, there's also the 2.0 debuted of. Oh yes! There was the self-improvement VTuber also having a raid too. Like not the raid, but the VTuber male. It's really awesome, yeah. They're having like a new 2.0 model debut. It's pretty cool. Yeah, how are you guys? I hope you're doing great. Yeah, me too. I am doing awesome, God. I'm doing really awesome. So yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of those hashtags. Those tags. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, I had those off-card tags. Also, Red Toast and thank you for the follow. Myself and content, thank you for the follow too. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Has it been awesome? Yeah, it's been really awesome. Yeah. It's been awesome. Yeah. But yeah. Anything that you guys are looking forward to? I'm looking forward to like what was it? I'm looking forward to CUZN's first anniversary. Yeah. That's the thing. Chat. That's the thing. I'm planning on doing like more collabs with CUZN. Definitely for sure. I do want to do like more collabs with the CUZNs. Definitely. Like for sure. Yeah. That's the thing, chat. That's the thing. Have I eaten yet? I haven't eaten yet. But I have made food. I just haven't been able to eat yet. My apologies, chat. I just haven't been able to eat something yet. Yeah. That's the thing, chat. That's the thing. That's the thing. You haven't eaten yet? No, I haven't eaten yet. Go, you didn't eat yet? No, I didn't eat yet. But I made food, chat. I made food. I made food, chat. I made food. Don't worry, I made food. I made food. But I had to take care of some stuff before like I got here. So there was like a lot of things I had to take care of. Yeah. Like family things, yeah. Family stuff. Yeah. Like when I was at Off-Guy Expo, virtually, I didn't eat until like after Off-Guy Expo stuff was done. So like for me, I didn't eat until after Off-Guy. So yeah. I was so busy with the Off-Guy Expo, like meet and greets and everything, to the point that I didn't really got the chance to eat something. And when I ate something, I had like McDonald's, like the Happy Meal, and that was easy for me to eat. So, yeah. That's the thing. I'm actually just eating just now. My schedule is pretty busy, so like sometimes I would usually eat until like later on in the day. Yeah. I think I made food, don't worry, chat. I made food. You write out your free time before going to bed so you can catch those files in your head, those flies in your head. I should see. You write on your free time? I sadly don't have much free time, but when I do, I usually would play some games. Sometimes I write, but for the most part, I don't have much free time. I don't have much free time, chat, because I'm always doing like a lot of things behind the scenes. Like events and collaborations and everything else. Yeah. That's the thing, chat. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. I kind of wish I had more free time though, but it's been like a lot of like things that I've been doing like behind the scenes. Like I'll do like a lot of convention appearances, and there's just been so much that I want to be able to do on my free time, but I just haven't had that time. I just haven't had that time, chat. I just haven't had that time to like be able to be like, okay, like, you know, I have like a you know, be able to like enjoy like, you know, how is it, chat? How is it? What is it? So, yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it's been. It's out of your control, yeah. It's pretty much out of my control sometimes. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're bringing VTubers from Hawaii to the world, and, you know, I'm trying my best. I hang out with Amo Takahashi a lot, though. So, you know, sometimes, like, when I do have the time, I'll just hang out with, like, VTuber friends. That's, like, a pretty cool thing. Of being able to, like, hang out with, like, a lot of my VTuber friends. That's been helping out a lot with that one. Yeah. That's the thing, chat. That's the thing. Yeah. That is the thing. Yeah. That is the thing. Alright. What time am I gonna be heading out? Oh wait! The VTuber mail from Stock's agency, which I do wanna redirect you guys to them. It's actually streaming on YouTube. So there's a YouTube and Twitch one, so I can redirect them to listen, I could redirect you guys to VTuber mail. So I want to be able to redirect you guys to them. Yeah. So Twitch will raid Amo Takahashi. And then YouTube will raid VTuber mail from Stock's VTuber agency. Limbo, yeah. Limbo. Yes, yeah. You know, actually, Cookie Nation. You know, if I had if I was able to like meet like a lot of the cousins, right? I want to be able to like take them to like Don Quixote. But there's so much things at Don Quixote that they have in what is it? They have at Donkey, and like I want to be able to take them to a Don Quixote. Okay, hear me out here, right? So Don Quixote is a discount store in Japan. And in Hawaii, we have like several different like Don Quixotes. We have like 2 to 3 Don Quixotes. So, Don Quixote is a discount store. And they have like a lot of different food items. They have like Hawaii food. They have like, you know, other foods too. And it's pretty awesome too. There's a lot of cool things that, you know, there is at the Don Quixote. Yeah. So it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. You know, being able to like go to like, you know, Don Quixote and all that. So I'll also take the cousins out to Don Quixote and like grab like some food over there. And like maybe we could have a barbecue too. Like we could have like the pork, the meat. You know, the Don Quixote meat and the fish is so good. And then, you know, I want to be able to take them out for like, you know, pre-packaged meals. That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what it is, yeah. Hi, Cookie Nation. Hi, Ben. Welcome to our stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing great. We just had an interview earlier with Jackie Senki. We did an interview. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we're just talking for a little bit, and then at least like 2 hours. I want to be able to shoot for at least 2 hours, and then after this, I'm gonna redirect you guys. We're gonna redirect you guys to Grimble from Stock's VTuber agency for the YouTube side because he's streaming on YouTube, and then for the Twitch side, I want to redirect you guys to Amewa Takahashi. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm on stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing awesome. Yeah, it's been a busy, like, weekend, man. Kai Expo and, like, all these things. You know, it's been, like, so busy. It's been so busy. Man. Yes, Cousin E, you deserve it. Thank you. Thank you, Geeky. Yeah. The contest, actually, since I joined the CUZN, they've been making sure that I take care of my health. And they also been checking up on me regularly too. Like when it comes to like any event stuff that I'm doing, they check up on me too, which is really awesome. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing. What am I excited for next weekend? H&L expand them. Sorry guys, I am eating on stream. But I didn't eat yet. Oh my goodness. I didn't eat yet! You're probably aware, but there's a delay on the Twitch chat for some reason. Hold on. Let me restart the Twitch chat. Usually, thank you for letting me know. So, I don't know why Twitch chat's been having a delay. I can like restart it on my end. Okay, it should be good now. Let me check. Okay. Okay. Should it be there? Okay, it's good now. It should be good. It's like, I had to restart like my Twitch chat. It's like, no, the Twitch chat is delayed a little bit. So I was like, oh no, not the Twitch chat. It's all like delayed. This is so delayed. So, yeah. I'm doing the best I can. Any more streams that you're doing for this month? Yeah, like more events for sure. Yeah. More events for sure. Yeah. Events. Out of what is it? If you know, I've found them next week. I do. It's been a lot. It's been so busy. Try and thought of something? I think so. But I'm trying to make sure like I eat my meal first before I can think of some stuff. I'm trying to make sure I eat, chat. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the testing. Yeah, sorry, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to make sure I eat. And it's like, oh no, I didn't eat. So yeah. Oh my gosh. No! Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm trying to make sure, like, I don't forget to eat. You know. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget to eat, chat. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget to eat. But, you know, don't forget to eat, Cookie. So, I think I should be good to go after this. I'm gonna eat some chips later. Maybe for sure I'll eat some chips. Yeah. Almost like, you know, got me like got me some snacks and some stuff recently, so helped a lot, Yeah. Cookie Nation needs a healthy and alive cookie. Yeah. I definitely need to make sure that the cousins are happy too, you know? And I actually stopped by yesterday. Oh yes, Wīpi celebrated their anniversary yesterday. Yeah, I stopped by Wīpi's stream. I was really happy. I got to stop by my fellow cousin, Wīpi. Wīpi had a first anniversary, affiliate anniversary yesterday, and it was super awesome. So yeah, let's go congratulate Wīpi, guys! Yay! Fellow cousin just had their first affiliate anniversary yesterday. It's really awesome. It was really awesome. Let me shout out to Wīpi real quick. Hold on. Wīpi? Is how you spell it? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. But my way to put alert system is to don't forget to eat. See you soon. Go, you were confused when you stopped by because of the time difference? Yeah. Usually, like, sometimes, like, I stop by, like, other people's streams, especially Abo Takahashi's one, because the thing is, Cookie Nation, right, is that I stopped by Taka's stream, and, like, I was told, like, Cookie, go to bed. It's 3 a.m. in Hawaii. Go to bed. But I wanted to stop by Wīpi's stream because I know they're celebrating, like, their first affiliate anniversary. And I was actually really happy that I got to stop by, like, support, like, Wīpi's first anniversary. I felt bad that I did confuse some of y'all. I'm sorry. Go bed now. I'm sorry. My apologies. My apologies, chat. Yeah. Yeah. My apologies, chat. I feel bad about the time differences. It was 3 a.m. in Hawaii, and it was a different time in Australia, right? Was it in Australia? We were celebrating his anniversary of Fortnite too. Yeah, I saw that. It was the Hoshibashi Tsukiice one, and I saw that. It was really cool. I haven't been able to get into Fortnite in a very long time. But I have family members that like play Fortnite and they love it. So they love it, they love it. Yeah. That is the thing. They love it. But I haven't been able to get into Fortnite on my end for sure. I haven't been able to get into Fortnite. Yeah, it's Australia. Okay, yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Cause what is it? So when it came down to like, you know, stopping by like the different time zone differences with the cousins, that's the thing that does make it like pretty difficult because of the time zone differences. I think the only cousin that has the same time zone as me in cousin is Wachukefe, because Wachukefe is in the Hawaii side of time zone from what I know of. So yeah, time zone differences have been like a huge major part of like figuring out like, you know, what time the cousins are streaming, you know, so I can stop by and support. Because I want to make sure, you know, I stop by the cousins and support the cousins, but then I know that it's going to be pretty late. I know it's going to be like so late, and that's like something that I do feel bad. I feel so bad. Because I want to be able to support the cousins, even though the time zone difference can be a bit on the scuff side. A bit on the scuff side, chat. It's so scuffed, the time zone. But, you know, you do the best that you can to be there. Yeah. What's my next event I'm going to? H&L Expandum. I'm going to H&L Expandum next weekend. I have a chatting stream about it tomorrow, so I'll be chatting about it. Woo, woo, woo. So, yeah. H&L Expandum is the next one. Are there any shit that you want to do with the rest of your cousins? Yeah. The one thing I would love to do, you know, with the rest of the cousins, right? It's like be able to like, you know, what is it, chat? Like do like learning streams, like language learning streams. I love to do that. Convention appearances, definitely for sure. I love to be able to like do like convention appearances. You know, that'd be like a really cool thing I would be able to do. Definitely. For sure, for sure. And another thing with CUZN that I would love to do. The one thing I would love to do in CUZN is the convention appearance. Definitely, for sure. Yeah. That's the thing, that's the thing. That's the thing, that's the thing. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to? Oh, thank you for the Pom-Pom takeover! I'll bring Pom-Pom over for a little bit. Let me bring on the bun, the Pom-Pom. Let me bring on the Pom-Pom. Let me bring on Pom-Pom. Pom-Pom. Pom-Pom, they haven't come out in like a while. Hey, Pom-Pom. Yeah. Subway has been a busy season for you. It's been very busy. Like, between like convention appearances, like I've had like a convention appearance where like, what is it? I've had a convention appearance. You know, pretty much every single day. So it's been like incredibly busy. Yay! Yay! Pom-Pom! You guys all love Pom-Pom, don't you guys? You guys all love the buddy. Yeah, you guys all love buddies. Once your 2.0 bottle happens, are you planning on once that 2.0 bottle happens, are you planning on being able to do Pom-Pom? Yeah. When Pom-Pom's also getting a makeover too. So that's what it is. Yeah. So that's what it is. Thank you for the Pom-Poms, yeah! By the way, did you guys know that Pom-Pom, they can take off their tie? Pom-Pom has a little toggle of their own too. Look at that. No toggle. Yeah, you can talk. Yeah, there you go. But that's like the one toggle like they're known for. It's like the tie toggle. They can take their tie on and off, and that's the thing. What are pronouns? They them. They are non-binary. I wanna make this very clear. Pom-Pom is non-binary, and Pom-Pom is non-binary, and I want to make it 100% clear. They're non-binary. Hi, Infinity Banana. Welcome to stream. How are you doing? We're just talking for a little bit. I did my interview earlier with JinksClip, and then we're talking for a little bit, and then we're gonna redirect you guys to Abo Takashi on the Twitch side, and then we're raiding into Scribble from VTuber Agency for the YouTube side. Yeah. So Scribble is having their 2.0 debut. Yeah, so I'm gonna be redirecting you guys to them. Yeah, how are you doing? I hope you're doing awesome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Am I trying to stream more on Twitch, YouTube, and Area? I am trying to stream more on like both sides of the spectrum. So like between the Twitch side, between the YouTube side, between all of these sides. Like I'm just trying my best to like stream on like all the Twitch sides, yeah? That's like the biggest, most important thing that I have been able to do. I sadly haven't been able to do like chatting much with the community today. I feel so sorry that I wasn't able to chat with the chat today. So I'm trying to catch up. I didn't follow you in the single thing you just said. So we were doing like Scrimble. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, we're gonna redirect you guys to Scrimble from Sox VTuber Agency. He's streaming on the YouTube and Twitch side, so I want to be able to, you know, redirect you guys to him because he's doing a 2.0 model debut, and I wasn't able to do like a watch along. It's just been like my schedule has been so busy between like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. This summer, I've had a pretty busy schedule, so I'm looking forward to having a bit of a break this weekend, so I'm pretty excited. And Mama Usagida, she told me that she was gonna help me out with the print out like the photo cards that I gotta pass out at my table. At my table, so she's gonna help me out with that. So I'll send like the stuff that I gotta send over to Mama Usagida, and that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is, chat. Yes, it's been so busy. It's been a busy month. And I haven't had the time for me to cool down a little bit of the event chaos. Yeah. Everyone's been so kind and so sweet. Yeah, everybody's been like so kind and so sweet. And like, you know, been very supportive. So I'm so grateful. I'm really am so grateful for the support. You know, it just feels like, you know, even when it's like this year has been like incredibly busy, I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be on stream. I'm glad to be able to do like chatting streams and everything. And I'm glad to be able to, you know, bring the Hawaii VTuber scene opportunity. What's my next interview? Wait, is SurfSoup streaming? Is SurfSoup streaming? Oh, they were streaming earlier. They were streaming earlier. Yeah. Who's SurfSoup? So SurfSoup actually reached out to me on Irium, and they were asking, you know, if I ever wanted to do like a YouTube, like an interview for their podcast called Talk Story. And they reached out to me. And I realized too who SurfSoup is, chat. And I was so shocked. Because I grew up, Cookie Nation, I grew up watching Dora the Explorer when I was younger. But I found out that SurfSoup grew up, created, literally was on the production team for a show growing up that I was watching on TV. And that's like how I found out about SurfSoup. So I was like, no! Wait, it's them, it's them! I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I was just so shocked. I was so shocked. So, yeah. You guys can tell, you know, whenever I found something, I was like, shocked. Yeah. That's the thing. thing. That's the thing, chat. That's the thing. Yeah. Thank you so much! Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you guys for coming. It makes me really happy that I'm able to, like, you know, do all these things. You know, it makes me happy that I'm able to do all these cool things, and, you know, that's just, like, how it is. How it's been on my end. So, yeah. That's what it's been. Yeah. That's what it's been on my end. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully you can take some time off to hopefully you can take some time off to be able to rest up. Yeah. Definitely for sure. You know, I do want to be able to like take some time off from events to be able to rest up and like, you know, do more streams. It's just been like, you know, busy this year. You know, that's what it is. Yeah. Anything that we're gonna be doing tomorrow for stream? We are going to H&L Expandum. Well, H&L Expandum, like chatting. So we're gonna be like chatting about it, which is super awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much what it's gonna be. You know, for tomorrow. You know, we're gonna be chatting about H&L Expandum. We're gonna be, you know, hanging out, chatting, you know, about it. It's a pretty busy summer. What's my next Hawaii event after H&L Expandum? Yeah. My next event after H&L Expandum is Vagabond. That's gonna be my last Hawaii VTuber event for now after Super Saturday, and then that's gonna be it for the year. The rest of the events are mostly like on the US mainland, so it's like Irium events. So I have the Student Scoops one coming up, and then GalaxyCon coming up, and then that's pretty much gonna be it for now. I do want to like be able to like catch up with like the rest of like, you know, the streets and everything, you know? Like be able to collab with the CUZNs and like do like the interviews. So yeah, it's been a busy year. It's been pretty busy. I know like shit last day was saying it's like you've been on a convention tour. And I was like, yeah, I could say that I have been on a convention tour, and it's been like a tour of a convention. So yeah, it's been like a convention tour. It's been like that. It's been like that. It do be like that. It do be like that. Will I be able to stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Area this weekend? Next weekend? No, I will not be able to, because I'm gonna be at H&L Expandum next weekend. But I will be able to stream on Irium for a bit, and I'm gonna be stopping by to give Auri like the happy birthday messages for sure. I want to also be able to like redirect people to like Auri's stuff as well. So I have to catch up with like the stream schedule for Auri. I know like Auri is having a subathon like this year for his birthday, so I want to be able to like stop by like Auri's like birthday, you know, like catch up. So that's like what it is looking for me on my end. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Is there anything that I gotta talk about? Oh yeah, Make sure you guys do watch the 10,000 villagers worship me video. I'm trying to get to YouTube partners, so if you guys did watch that video, that would be really awesome. But like push that to the algorithm. I'll be doing like more reaction videos. I know like it's been doing like quite a lot, you know. It's been doing quite a lot. So how's like the one thing that's been like something I want to redirect you guys to? What was at 100 views as well for the reaction for what was it, what is it, the reaction I made 10,000 villagers worship me. So thank you so much again for coming. I really appreciate you guys so much. And the next one tomorrow, I'll be able to do like a chatting stream. I'll be chatting with like what was it? I'll be chatting with y'all about H&L Expanded. We'll be showcasing a lot of stuff too, so there's a lot of cool things that I want to showcase about H&L Expanded. H&L Expanded invited me to like promote their stuff in exchange for like a booth, like a little table. So that's what I'll be doing. One of the things that you gotta turn in for Hawaiian Telecom stuff, I have to turn in for Hawaiian Telecom stuff, right? I have to turn in like everything by like September for the Hawaiian Telecom stuff. So all the events that I did, the stream metrics, everything like YouTube, Twitch, Irium, I'm turning that all into Hawaiian Telecom. So that's like what I'm turning in as well for that one. So yeah, we've had a busy year. Oh man, I did had a busy year. I had such a busy year. It's been between events, between panels, between live streams. It's been a lot. It's been so much. It's been a lot. So I'm excited to like, you know, rest up. It's fun though. Okay, how much time do I have? Okay, I have 1 hour and 43 minutes. Okay. Do we have anything else we gotta talk about, chat? I think we have a couple more to talk about. Okay. So tomorrow, I do have what is it? Tomorrow, I do have the H&L Expandum stuff. Then the next couple of streams, I'm gonna be doing like a lot of co-working streams. So I'll be working on stuff for H&L Expandum. And then, you know, Saturday. Friday, I virtually head off the HQ to set up for H&L Expandum. And then Saturday, Sunday, H&L Expandum, I come back to the HQ on Monday. And I'll be on Irium. And then that's gonna be like pretty much it. Then I have Megabot that's coming up. I plan to do like a VTuber event for Megabot. And then after that, I am going to be tired. Yeah. I think that's all I have for you guys. I think that's like all I have for the event portion. Hey, Natidia! How are you? Man, I will tell you, Natidia, my schedule has been busy this year. Between conventions, between interviews, between events, everything has been incredibly busy. It's been such a busy year this year. So, yeah, it's been a busy year. But how have you been, Natidia? I hope you've been awesome. We've been doing great. Yeah. Hope you've been doing awesome. I have been pretty busy. I've been pretty busy. Yeah. I didn't even eat either. I just recently ate. So, you know, I didn't even eat either. I didn't even eat either. So, you know, I haven't eaten. So I just ate like recently. That was the thing. Right? Yeah. That was the thing. Yeah. That was the thing, chat. Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty busy time. It is pretty busy. Don't overwork or stress yourself too much with your schedule. Yeah, it's also like why I joined like a VTuber group too, because like in a VTuber group, right? They usually like help you out with like a lot of different stuff, and like you have genmates that support you and all that. So you know, now that I have been in CUZN since like June of 2026, you know they've been like helping me out like a lot of stuff. Actually, CUZN, they actually like helped out with like making sure that the stream was going well for the Off-Kai appearance. So you know, checking up on me and making sure, you know, the streams are going well, make sure I'm eating, you know, make sure I'm resting and all of those stuff. So, you know, it is why, you know, I ended up joining like a VTuber group again. You know, I needed a little bit more help with my projects and everything. But not just that, like I also wanted to be, you know, be in the VTuber group that allowed me to keep my intellectual property, that allowed me to talk about, you know, typical culture and you'll be able to have den mates that I can hang around with and be friends. So, you know, yeah, that's the reason why. So, CUZN has been like helping out with like some of the stuff that's going on like behind the scenes when it comes to the event portion. So that's been pretty cool. Like the cardboard cutout, for example, the cardboard cutout like key visuals, the key art. I'm currently seeing if I could commission like one of the members of CUZN to like help me out with like the key art stuff for the cardboard cutout because they are artists as well. So that's like what I have been making sure that I'm doing. And of course the collab options too. It's also been helping out too with the other CUZNs. You know, helping them get opportunities. But at the same time, you know, in return I also am able to like let some stuff off my shoulders. Some stuff off. Some stuff off. Yeah. Okay, I think I have about 12 more minutes. Yeah. What's up we gotta do today after this? I gotta work with H&L Expandum on some stuff. Because with H&L Expandum, I have to like get the social media stuff up, done, ready for H&L Expandum. And then Baba Usagida, she told me that she's gonna help like print out like my photo cards that I need for H&L Expandum for the booth. So she's gonna help me out with that, like print out those freebie stuff and all that. So she's gonna help me. She's gonna help me with that one. She offered to actually help like print out, so that's what I'm gonna be giving her the print file so that we don't have to worry about. Oh, you know, like these photo cards gotta be printed out, all that. My schedule has been like so busy. It's been like, it's been so busy between everything else. So, yeah. Also, been being in a VTuber group, it's really nice. It's been really nice to be in a VTuber group. And like, you know, being able to have like some stuff off of my hands. And like, what's it? It's nice being able to be in the VTuber group, you know, having some stuff off, you know, my hands so that way I don't have to worry about like whether I have like something I gotta miss, whether I make sure I gotta eat, make sure I gotta hydrate, make sure I gotta rest up, and you know, make sure I don't forget this and don't forget that. And you know, That's just how it's been. That's just how it's been, Cat. That's just how it's been. Oh my goodness. Alexx balance, but the convention tours were keeping you busy. Very, very busy. Hi, Tony. Welcome to the stream for the first time. I'm Cooky Usagida from CUZN. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Yeah, we are pretty much on a busy schedule this year, so I'm just like chatting about like how my schedule's been. Talking about my schedule, it's been like between like event, then paddle, then stream, then event, then paddle, then stream, you know, then interviews and all those things, you know? And then just a meeting with the calling that's also happened recently too, so that's also happened. So, there's a lot. A lot of things have been happening, a lot of things have been going on, and a lot of stuff has been happening. You know, there is a lot. You know, so I'm doing my best to like keep the schedule up and running, keep the schedule going. And, you know, that's just how it is. Have the CUZNs been helping you with like your schedule as well? Yeah, they've been helping me out a lot in return. You know, making sure that I'm eating, sleeping, and, you know, on track with my schedules. It's been a lot. Like, I know like my schedule has been like super like stacked, especially during the summer. So yeah. What event do you have this month? Just Alexx fandom. Megabot is next month, and then after that, at least I have some time to be able to relax and work on VTuber Winter Prom. Maybe Super Saturday Hawaii if they would like Super Saturday Hawaii, but and of course the Irium events. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's been. Okay. So, tomorrow, I will be doing just chatting stream, and we're going to be chatting about Alexx fandom. Alexx fandom is pretty awesome. Alexx fandom, you know, there's a lot of awesome, cool stuff that has been happening. So, you know, I do want to talk about that. I will also be redirecting you guys to VTuber Mail on the Twitch YouTube side. Also, hi, Fishy! Yeah, we are talking about schedules. And let me tell you, my schedule has been stacked. It's been so stacked. It's been so stacked. But how are you doing? How have you been? I hope you've been doing awesome, guys. How are you doing? Have you been? I hope you've been doing good. I've had a busy schedule, but you know, I'm doing the best I can with the schedule. Thank you for the stars, everyone. Yeah, thank you for the stars too. I've gotten a lot of stars today, so thank you all so much again for the stars. It really does mean a lot. It really, really means a lot. Yeah. Just make sure, you know, for the new Cookie Nation buddies that are joining us, please make sure to follow the rules, guys. Please make sure to follow the rules. You know, it's very important. You know, the rules are located on my Twitch panels and my YouTube stuff. So please make sure to follow the rules. You know, we want to make sure this community is it's a happy community and a safe community. So please feel free, please follow the rules. Please follow the rules. Hi Luke, welcome in. Thank you for the stars. Yeah, man, it's been a busy schedule, and I will tell you guys, my schedule has been incredibly busy. But you know, I'm here, I'm talking, I'm chatting with y'all, and that's okay. I have 5 more minutes, and then I do gotta head on out to work on the Alexx fandom stuff. I do gotta talk to Usagida, because she did offer to like print out my photo cards. So, So yeah, how are you doing, Luke? I hope you've been doing well. Thank you all so much for coming too. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Auri! Hi, Auri! Thank you for the stars. Welcome, welcome. Also, friendly reminder on the Irium side, if you guys are under the age of 18, please leave the stream. Irium is an 18 plus application. So if you are under the age of 18, again, and you're on the Irium app, please leave the Irium stream at this time. You can come back when you're 18. I've been doing well. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. I just had a pretty busy schedule. It's been between, you know, multiple different stuff, but this has been a pretty busy year. I've been doing multiple events, multiple sheets, panels, and all that, so it's been a lot. Lots of IRL events, but I'm doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. My goodness, my goodness. Who am I gonna redirect you guys after? Squimble and Amala Takahashi. We'll redirect you guys to Squimble on the YouTube side, and on the Twitch side is Amala Takahashi. Plus Squimble is streaming on the YouTube and Twitch side. So I want to redirect you guys to them. Yeah. Want to give them like a congratulations. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you, thank you. Also, happy August too. Happy August. I know this has been pretty much of the first day of August. So happy August to you guys as well. I know like things are starting to cool down and everything. Am I planning on doing any Irium events? Not for now. Maybe like October, November, I'll probably like do Irium events again, but I don't know. Because it's been pretty busy, like between like conventions and all. Thank you for the stars! Thank you for the stars! I appreciate the stars! Thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. So, also those on the stream platform that Cooky mentioned, do not lie about your age or letting your parents help you because not all parents know about streaming platforms. Yeah, thank you, Dateria. Yeah, that's very important. That's very important. It's very important. Yeah. Irium is an 18 plus application, and I want to make it very clear. Irium is for 18 plus only. So, you know, if you guys are under the age of 18, please do leave because Irium is not for those under the age of 18. I do want to make sure that, you know, we are following the rules there. Yeah. Why do I have to talk about the 18 plus rules? It's because all Irium streamers, you know, it's an Irium terms of service. You know, that's the thing. You have to be 18. Yeah, you have to be 18 years old to use the platform. Yeah. That's the thing. You know. Yeah. That's the thing. You know? So please read the stream rules, chat. Please read the stream rules. Please read the stream rules, chat. Yeah. Important. I'm a bot for a Shiba about the minor ones. I see, yeah. There are minors that have been going on the Irium platform. And even on like the Twitch and YouTube side, on my end, I have had some people that are like under the specific like age of the streaming platform, but like on the Twitch and YouTube side, I haven't had that much on my end. With the Twitch and YouTube side, I've had a lot more on the Irium side. The Irium side, I had like a lot more like minors on the platform of Irium. I have noticed too that when I go on like my Twitch and YouTube stuff, hi Ember, welcome. How are you doing? When I go on my Irium one, an interview, I had an interview earlier. Yes, I had an interview with JinksClip earlier. I love interviews. Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube and Twitch. JinksClip's gonna be posting it up on the YouTube side. Yeah. Just not job interviews. I see. No, this interview is not a job interview. The interview that we had earlier, it was a stream interview. Whoop. Double audio. Double audio, chat. Double audio. Yeah. But yeah, even on Twitch and YouTube too, you know, please also do not lie about your age or letting like your parents help you too. Even on the Twitch and YouTube side too, because there have been times where I had people that did lie about like their age, you know, just to be able to chat with me or have their parents help them. So, you know, we just want to make sure that the people who are on the Irium side, especially, are 18 plus. Yeah. For the Twitch and YouTube side, you probably understand how the interview went. The interview went really well, thank you. It went really, really good. Really, really awesome. I'm really happy, actually, that I did the interview. So, yeah. How old do you have to be for Twitch and YouTube? Twitch and YouTube, I think you have to be, so Twitch, I think, over here in the US is 13 plus. But they're changing it to like 16 plus from what I know of. So yeah, that's what it is. Like I know like certain like countries like Australia, right? But yeah, you take care, Empress. Thank you so much for coming. So if you are live streaming, you have to be 16 plus. That does mean, chat, that if you guys are like chatting on my stream, you will need to be of the age of the platform that you are on. So Irium is 18 plus, Twitch is 13 plus. But you'll have to be like 60 plus in Australia. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. And then YouTube is 13. And then for live streaming, it has to be 16 years old. Yeah. Have a good day. Thank you so much, Luke. And thank you. Spider defeated. I'm glad the spider got defeated. Spiders are no fun. No fun. No fun. But yeah. Man. I have like more stuff happening. Okay. I think that is pretty much it for today. Thank you so much. Tune in tomorrow. We do have another multi-stream that's going to be on the H&L Expandum. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. I do got to take care of some H&L Expandum stuff. We'll talk more about it tomorrow on stream. We have so much we're going to talk about on live stream. But for right now, I'm going to redirect you guys to Amewa Takahashi. YouTube, get ready. We're going to raid to Scrimble from VTuber Agency. Yeah. So... Twitch, we're getting ready to raid Amewa Takahashi. YouTube, get ready. We're raiding into Squimble from SBA. So, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Sorry, it's been a little bit on the shorter side. You know, it's just been quite busy over the next couple